Good evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to show you about the lights I use for my grow. This is educational purposes only. None of this is for sale. Any videos I post there's nothing for sale. I don't sell anything. But anyway, today I'm going to do the unboxing of the aglex 3000 watt because people are asking me what lights I use. And I'm going to show you today. Now, this is a new one I just received today in the mail that I had ordered for another project. And I'm just going to do the unboxing of the aglex 3000 watt LED grow light. And I'll show you the 3000 watt that I use, and I also got a 2000 watt already out of the box, and I'm going to compare them for you on this video today. So anyway, the aglex 3000 I discovered from another grower, a friend of mine, that he's a really good grower as well. And this is where I discovered these aglexes from. Now, I went from HPS and I use all the old school, and I was an old school grower, so it was hard to convince me. So anyway, I turned around and I bought one to try, and I'll never turn back. I know all the old growers says HPS is the best and all that kind of thing, but these new LEDs are really good. So anyway, when you open the box, this here is a diagram of what you got and what each light net does. And down here in the bottom, if you see this part right here, this grey part when you're reading it, it'll tell you the max veg coverage and all that and everything, and what it replaces in HPS. So this here will replace a different kind of a HPS growing light. So when if you do get one, just read these specs here and it'll tell you how high, like the 3000 watt that I'm going to show you now, when it's hung at 8 feet high, 8 to 9 feet high, it can cover an area of 6 foot by 6.5 foot. So when it's grown, the light is grown, it'll grow out 6.5 foot by 6 foot. So that's what this diagram tells you. And it tells you the different ones for different lights and the different heights that you put it. It'll tell you the different square footage that it covers for the sunlight to grow on the plants. So anyway, that's just the owner's manual that comes with it. You can read the specs and everything. And so I'm going to take it out and I'm going to show you guys what an aglex 3000 watt light looks like. Okay? And keep this, because if you're ever doing any maintenance or cleaning your lights and all that, you want to keep this to lay it back on it so you don't scratch your LEDs and all that when you're laying it down. This is very important to keep. So anyway, and you get a guarantee with it, so you can fill out for that. And when it comes, this is the light here. Just pull all this out of the way here. Take everything out of the box. Comes with a cord, the light, the cord assembly, the hangers and the wires that hang it to your ceiling or wherever you're going to hang it, and this is the lower it up and down and all that, so you can adjust the height of your light. So that's it. Then it comes in, that's the empty box. I'll bring this back because I don't want to scratch none of it. So anyway, this is the light here, and every part, all these lights do something different for your plant. It's cob, it's a bunch of different stuff. So here's what the light looks like out of the box. So a 3000 watt means it got 6 lights. A 2000 watt got 4 lights. And a 1000 watt got 2 lights, and so on. You can go back down to 220 watts. I think you can buy a single one of these two. But you'll see when you go down the site. So anyway, this is the aglex. It says aglex there. Oh, probably got to turn it the other way like a mirror image anyway. And on the back of it, each individual section got its own fan for the cooling system. When you're using these to grow in your tents or wherever your rooms, you don't need no heat. Unless it's winter time and you really got to control it and try to get the heat up. But this here in your tent will heat, it'll supply enough heat to your plants while they're growing. Just letting you know, that's another little tip. But anyway, right here, let's see if you can see it, it got 2 stages. So when you're in veg stage, you turn this light on. That's veg only. And then when you're in bloom, you turn that off and turn this on. That's the way that this light is designed for the whole growth of your plants. But I use it both at the same time, all the time, on veg and on bloom. I put 2 of them on. Okay? So that's just a little tip there for you guys. Now I'm going to plug this in, let you see it light up. And like I said, every individual LED on the front of this, and tabs and all that, it's for the plants. This is for growing tomato plants, marijuana plants, all the kinds of plants. That's what this light is invented for. So anyway, I'm just going to plug it in here now and just give you an idea what I'm talking about. Alright, so she's plugged in. And I'm putting the veg light on only, so put your sunglasses on just in case. But here, I don't know if you can see it, probably blanked it out, so I'm going to just lift it up. So that's veg only. As you can see how bright it is. It's a very bright, this is a 3000 watt aglex. Turn off the veg and turn on bloom when you're in bloom stage only, and this is the colors it gets. I don't know if you can see them good or not. So that's a bloom stage for when your plants are ready to have babies, okay, or flowering or whatever you want to call it. But the way I use it is I put all the lights on right from the time they're vegging, from the time you flip them right on up until they're finished flowering, right to the last stage. I use both sets of lights, veg and bloom. So this is an aglex 3000 watt that I use for the grow, and there you have it. And it's one of the best lights I ever used in my life. And like I said, none of these for sale. This is just for educational purposes, because people always ask me what kind of lights I uses. Well, this is an aglex 3000 watt I uses. This is one, and I also, excuse me for a second. I also got a 2000 watt aglex. I'm just going to stack it right here. I'll just use the same cord here. And this here's a 2000 watt aglex. So the only difference is, it's just missing a row of lights. So instead of 6, now there's 4. This is a 2000 watt aglex light. These are the 2 lights that I use for growing, for different things. So, and I'll just show you. The 2000 watt, you can add more lights to it. See this plug in here? So if you only got one timer, you can run a string of lights, 3 or 4, hook them together, and they'll all go on the one timer. The 3000 watt don't do that, because it's so much wattage. So each 3000 watt, you gotta have a timer for each one. Just letting you know, it's a good little tip there. So anyway, and this here's the set, just the 2000 watt aglex, same thing. We got veg and bloom. The only difference in the 2000 watt, like I said, you can piggyback them off each other with one timer. And here's the front, and the only difference is 1000 watt less, and it's missing a set of lights. So that's the only difference. And this is veg, very, very bright. Then it's bloom, for when they're flowering, very, very bright. And as I told you, I start veg and flowering also. I leave both lights on at all times. There you go. So if anybody wants to know, that's what I grows my plants with. And light is one of the main things to get big colas and have a big yield, is your light, your sunlight. The second thing is, always pH your water. If you're a hydroponic grower, check your pH 2-3 times a day if you can. I know some people are busy working and all that, but always check your pH, because if you don't, you'll end up with newt lock, I guess they calls it. I don't know what you guys call it, but the plants won't eat, they won't drink, because the pH got to be to a certain level for the plants to enjoy and be happy and eat their nutrients. So lots of light, pH your water, lots of love. I hope you like my video. This is just for educational purposes only, because people keep on asking me what kind of lights I use to grow. So that's why I put out this video, and I'll keep repeating myself. Anyway, never give up. Happy growing, loves you all. Keep the comments coming, good and bad. Thank you for all your support, for watching my videos. There will be videos of everything I does continued on. And I also got an Instagram channel. It's king_grower_Cannaman. So if you type that in on Instagram, you'll see all my videos. And you'll see all my pictures. But anyway, happy growing, loves you all. Have a great day. Cheers.